All right, this video I'm going to show you how to utilize the Apple TV in a 6th generation smart classroom. To utilize that, you're going to need either an iPhone, an iPad, or an iPod. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to have to do with the 6th generation smart classroom is to turn on the projector. In the 6th generation, that is done with the remote. You need to point it towards the projector, hold it down, you'll hear that little beep, and it takes about 10 to 15 seconds for the lamp to warm up. As it warms up, it'll get brighter on the screen here, and you're going to see a message that says HDMI input. If for whatever reason it does not say HDMI when it warms up, you do need to press the number 6 on the remote. It is clearly labeled HDMI. When you are in HDMI mode, everything else is controlled from the HDMI switcher that is located in your lectern. Now, for connecting to the projector, you need to be in the Apple TV mode. So come to the HDMI switcher, locate the Apple TV, and turn it on. Okay, now we're ready to connect the iDevice to the Apple TV. First, it's very important that you know which classroom you're in, because there's multiple classrooms with multiple Apple TVs. So if you're not sure which classroom you're in, just look outside the door. All right, next we need to get into the control panel of your Apple device. For me, my little trick is I kind of start below the button here and then I press up and that brings up this control panel. Then we're going to find AirPlay, press AirPlay. You're going to see a whole list of the classrooms. I know that I'm in ACAD 111, so I'm going to press that. Now, the next thing is, do you want to mirror? Yes, I'm going to turn that on. All right, now it's already up on the screen, and next I'm going to show you how to do a couple of things using the Apple TV. Show you iBooks. That is a place that you're going to have saved a PowerPoint as a PDF there, as very common and popular to utilize there. But any iBooks that you have saved, you can come in here and interact with it. Now, if you want to change the orientation, you can move your phone up and down, and this is true in an app as well, so you should be able to just orient the way you need it to for your students to be able to see it. So I'm going to get out of that. The other thing I'm going to show you is apps. You know, any app that you can bring up on your screen is going to show up here. But we'll caution that if it is an app that you've not utilized before, you may want to interact with it a little bit to see if it's going to behave the same way you expect working through the Apple TV. But here, as again, I can utilize this. It has sound, so if there is sound to be played, it will play it. Okay, so, amen. There we go. So I'm interacting with this. Oh yeah, I'm correct. Okay.
La niña.
El niña. Now, if you're not hearing the volume, you need to check either the volume on your phone, or this is utilizing the volume of the system here. You can turn it up or down here. So you can play music, videos, you can interact with an app that has sound. So just remember that the students can see everything that you can see on your iDevice. Okay. One of the primary troubleshooting issues you may have is that when you go and actually hit AirPlay, if you're not seeing a list of classrooms to connect to, there could be one of two problems going on here. Either you do not have your Wi-Fi enabled, or you're not connected to the WC iDevice's Wi-Fi, which is necessary for your phone or device to communicate with the Apple TV. So let me show you how to correct one of those at least. Immediately, if you go to your settings, you need to make sure that your Wi-Fi is on. Okay, so my Wi-Fi is on, and I am currently connected to WC iDevices, so that is why it's working for me. If you are not connected to WC iDevices and need to have access to that, please contact Technology Services and we'll be more than happy to get you set up. One troubleshooting thing is you could be going along your merry little way and suddenly your signal gets hijacked. It's going to look something like this. Oh dear, that's not what's on here. When this happens, it is somebody in another room thinks they're in ACAD 111. And when that happens, you just need to connect go through the same steps. You're going to brush up, get your control panel up, hit AirPlay, and take over ACAD 111 again. Okay, last but not least, you do want to disconnect as we don't continue to present to this projector when you're done. So you need to do the same maneuver of going into your control panel. You're going to press the ACAD, that brings up this screen, and you're going to click your iPhone. When you do that, that releases the screen and releases you are no longer projecting from your phone. You just need to disconnect from or turn the projector off. Okay, now that you're finished utilizing the projector, it's time to turn it off. But let me impress that if you are not done with it, do not turn off the projector until you're absolutely sure you are finished utilizing the projector for the remainder of your lecture. This is because turning it on and off, not only does it take a long time, but it's tremendous strain on the lamp itself and reduces its life considerably. So, you're finished with your projector use. You just press the off button from the remote. You will hear a beep. It will ask you a question, are you sure? You say, yeah, I'm ready. And press the off a second time, and you'll hear the system start cooling down. We appreciate your cooperation on that, and if you have any questions, contact Technology Services.